to you by Podcast Network. Interviewing all your favorite deathmatch superstars. 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 Deathmatch
Good evening, everybody, and you're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell podcast, coming to you live at home in my studio. And tonight we're going to be talking to my returning guest, Scenic Nick. We're going to be talking to him and see what he's been up to. He has a lot he wants to talk about his promotion there. Let me go back here to my little notepad and just... Let's just get right into it. He'll tell us all about it and much, much more. Georgia wrestling and his managerial skilling and some other things that he's got going. And let's go from there. Tune in right now, fans. Well, it's my friend Scenic Nick, and how you doing tonight, my friend?
Hey, Russ, I'm doing awesome, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right, just getting back into the swing of podcasting again, back in my studio, you know. Great to be home in my studio.
Look at you, a fancy got studio.
Studio, you know, come on, my bedroom, apartment. No, my bedroom, okay? How's that? My bedroom studio. It doesn't matter how we do this, you know, we do podcasts. It could be in a basement, could be in a dungeon, could be anywhere, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But what's...
safe? It works, safe.
I know, so what you been up to, man? How you been? Pretty good?
Oh, well, there's been a firestorm of last week.
Yeah.
But I'm recovering, you know, best I can.
Do the best you can and be the best you can be. How's that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, man, you got a lot...
Things misinterpreted.
Yeah.
But, you know, you just move forward.
Hey, positive, forward. Come on, you know, let's go. Let's roll. So anyway, let's talk some wrestling here. What's going on with you in the wrestling world? I'm seeing you're doing some big things now, huh?
Oh, yeah, trying. I just really blessed, man.
Yeah.
Before I was, for people that don't know my story, like before I was just kind of behind the scenes and we'll book shows, matches, promote the events.
Yeah.
And this is the first year I kind of transitioned into, you know, as being kind of out there in front of a crowd and all this. And,
Yeah.
you know, and it's not easy for a very, very shy, reserved person. That's really who I am at the core. And people think I'm making it up when I say it, but I really am shy. But
you come
I turn on a switch.
Yep.
And it just kind of comes alive, and I'm honored. Just did Revive Pro Wrestling in McMinnville, Tennessee, this past Saturday. Managing Nick Tramer, who's someone that everyone should keep their eye on. Amazing human being, great talent. We went against Hurricane Shane Helms, and that was an honor.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Man, I love that guy.
Absolutely.
He's always a great entertainer. No matter where he goes, he's still out there having fun. You know, it's great to see him in a ring. Anytime you can see him, you know.
Oh, absolutely. He still goes all out.
I know. He travels everywhere.
Just a nice guy.
Just travels everywhere. East Coast, West Coast. He'll go anywhere. Across the world, you know that.
Oh, yeah. Hurricane travels.
The hurricane does travel. But boy, he had his long. Remember his back in the days when he had his matches, man, in WWF and WWE, their WWE era, you know.
Oh yeah,
That was a blast from the past. All his matches he's had.
I remember he beat
Yeah.
Chavo at I believe it was Super Brawl 2001.
Yeah.
I think.
Right.
He could have had kind of a feud going, and he finally beat him. And I was, oh, great. It was a great one because I was rooting for him to win at the time.
Mm-hmm. Remember he was a part of that with Rosie there.
Oh yeah. Superhero in training.
You know what? I've actually met. I was actually at an event one time. Actually, they both came to the show, and like, you know, on the prime, like when he was just making his appearance, you know, like getting out in the public. Like, this is cool. He's got to be out there, you know. But then you know he passed away. Then you see that he passed away. It's like, wow, where does time go? You know. Time flies.
Like, man.
I know. We've always missed somebody, right? What was the last guy? Nikolai, and jeez, man, they just go. It's like time flies, right? These guys have their time and they do their time.
It's like I guess I can remember now watching Sting back in the Omni in Atlanta, and now Sting's retired. I'm like, goodness.
Yeah. Sting's still. Well, what is he doing? He's just doing signings.
Oh yeah.
Charging more than I think a lot of the wrestlers do nowadays. Like, even like Ric Flair, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the truth.
Hey, Sting's a man. He's earned it. People had their opinions and saying that he was.
Yeah.
You know, some people in some circles they say that he was the most green main eventer, and I say no. Mm-hmm. What he lacked in maybe like all these chain skills, all this stuff. He had a great character. He knew how to present himself in front of a crowd. He knew how to get the crowd fired up and had them in the palm of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes a great wrestler isn't always about in-ring.
Yeah.
There's those other nuances. And he had those other things. And, you know, honestly, he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing really well until a few injuries caught him. But he, you know, he had a great match. The great match I saw him have was on Impact. Mm-hmm. He had one against Austin Aries.
Yeah. Impact.
That was an awesome match.
Impact is now Canadian. You know, I wasn't told that until a couple of my friends said, hey, you know what? They're in Canada now. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, great. Yeah. Great. So I guess I won't be traveling to Canada as much. But I can see my friends around.
Hey, I mean,
no, they get around though. They are always doing the live shows in New York and Jersey and, you know, all around. It's always great to see them when they come around. I mean, I think they just did a Brooklyn show. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm glad to see them doing well and still kind of hanging in there because I wouldn't want them to go out of business.
No.
It bugs me when I hear people say, "Oh, I want them out of business." Yeah. Why would you want a company where other people can work in it?
Yeah.
Out of business. Also, for you to have something different to watch.
Absolutely. It's like, come on. It's like you know, yeah. They have the stars. They have, you know, it's the indie stars that we know, we've seen. They get signed. They try to go on WWE. You know, they get kicked out or whatever, and then they come back, and you know, it's like, okay, we know where they go. You know.
And sometimes that grass is always greener. Like
yeah.
Some people, like back in WCW, like sometimes they'll leave WCW, go to WWE or WBF at the time, and it just wasn't the same. Like going way back, Hands of Stone, Ron Garvin, former NWA champion,
yes,
Flair in '87,
yes,
lost to Flair, Starrcade '87, but he was more legit in NWA than when he went to WWF.
Yeah. You're right. That was.
It just doesn't work for everybody. Like some people go from WWF and they're big stars, or vice versa.
Like Jeff Jarrett did, or like Jeff Jarrett or Kurt Angle. You know, like come on, really?
Oh, yeah.
Kurt just jumped back on back on the WWE seat again. I'm like, wow, really? Come on. But it's where you can't take a book by its cover, you know, and flip it.
Yeah. I like sometimes, like, you know, the internet, because it was TNA at the time, they bashed it and said, "Oh, Angle's really injured and blah blah." They don't care about him.
Mm-hmm.
But all they care about, as soon as he goes inside the WWF, they're not thinking about his injuries. They just want him to have all these matches.
Yeah, but if you look back at
I'm like, where's the concern?
If you look back at TNA, right? Think about who the main stars were. You know, back in the day, it was Amazing Red, it was Samoa Joe, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, you know, AJ Styles, Daniels, you know, and Frankie Kazarian, and America's Most Wanted, you know.
Especially James Storm.
James Storm is
actually at the show.
I was just going to say he wrestles in a couple of feds down that way, your neck of the woods.
A nice guy, always nice.
Yeah.
He was going for Bama this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the locker room watching the game. Like, okay, I'm not going to bug him because they start losing. You know, I don't want to get super kicked, so I want that last call.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandman bounced out for a super for some sort of game. He left early. He didn't even hang around. He just left. We didn't even, like, okay, this is great. We came to see the Sandman. He was advertised, you know, but all in all, he was, you know, he came and did this caning act and, you know, caned somebody and left, you know. That's typical Sandman. Doesn't want to do a podcast, that's for sure. I've asked him. Okay, whatever.
Oh, wow.
That's second down. Tommy Dreamer's a pain in the ass to do that too, so whatever. It's all good. I'll get my revenge sometime.
Lord. I heard you had to do, you know, a live podcast.
Oh man.
An event.
Man, I'll tell you what, in front of my local crowd, you know, my hometown, it was just great to see like people like into my podcast. Like, there were people actually wanting to come over and like be on podcast. I was like, come on over. And we get a couple superstars on camera, you know, wrestlers, and they came over. And actually, my friend from Daytona, actually, I called him up. I was like, you know what? There's nobody at my table. I went over to my friend who's the promoter of the company, and he's like, go ahead, go live. I'm like, okay. So my friend did the producing from his home in Daytona on Facebook Live, and we did the whole like a whole couple hour, you know, a couple little bits and pieces there. It was great.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
I know, right on my iPad. I'm lucky I had the iPad, so I could just run around, you know.
Exactly.
But now that makes
technology.
Yeah, I know. So I guess I'm gonna like skip taking my iPad to my computer to this show because it really I don't need it. I might just have to get an attachment for my iPad for a microphone. I'm thinking something, switch it up. I know they make the Apple and the connector. I can have all the gadgets and this and that, you know. I've got everything.
You know, I was.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I was on the fence about Apple products for a while.
Yeah.
I thought they're overrated until I actually got an iPad, and I'm like, okay, I see why people like them.
Yeah.
It is very user-friendly.
I'll tell you what, and for having a hotspot, you know, because I didn't know they had there was no Wi-Fi in the building, so I logged onto my Wi-Fi, and I got a signal. I was like, this is awesome. So I was able to...
Oh, wow.
I know. So, yeah, create your hotspot, you know. It's great.
Definitely.
I mean, I used to remember having... I remember having like that, you know, you go on vacation, you'd take that little gadget you would hook up to your computer, you know, that little Wi-Fi box or this and that, and, you know, the boost pack or, you know, super stuff. Technology, you know. Technology, pain in the ass, but no, I like this. I like having my iPad because I could run my podcast anywhere I go.
Absolutely. You don't have to have a whole bunch of stuff with you. You can just, like, make it happen, do it.
Yeah, I mean, I have my microphone. I mean, I could bring that with me. I mean, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to invest in another one, I think, too, just for that, you know. Something a little bit easier to handle.
Absolutely.
You know, Amazon. Shop on Amazon, fans. It's great for... Let's sponsor Amazon. They hook us up with everything. I mean, no, it's really
That
good.
thing, Amazon can be addictive.
It really is, but you know what? This microphone, I don't forget what brand it is, but you know what? It's a generic one, and it's pretty. I got it for like $60 almost. I'm not
Like if
complaining.
it works, it works, you know.
Yeah, then I ordered the stand, one of those metal stands, you know, the tripod stand. You just screw it in and clamp it down. That's it. You ready to
Nice.
go? I bought some other technology gift. Oh, actually, I broke my phone, so I was like, you know what? I'm due for a phone. So I got the iPhone 8 Plus, and I love it.
Oh.
I love the quality of the camera.
I'm still
Yeah.
on the fence about leaving Android, though.
Oh.
I got the tablets,
Yeah.
Apple all day.
Right.
But phone, I got to stick with my Samsung Galaxy. I just got the Note 9, so,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was like, you know what? I went to I was at was doing my garbage run, fell out of my pocket, doing trash. It cracked the screen. Then I had to go to I remember H2O had a show that I was at, and I go to take a video, and it was like squiggly, you know? Like, this is not right.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because I had a Shurian come to the house. They fixed the screen, but of course, you know, when those people do that, they don't, you know, they screw something up always. But lucky I had insurance, and I was able to get my upgrade, so I don't care. Good Verizon.
I love that shirt.
Good Verizon plan, so it's all good. But anyway, man, so so you're doing some other stuff. You were telling me about this sponsorship you wanted to say or something, or we'll talk about that later. We can do that at the end.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
All right. Here's something that you jotted me down, and I'm reading my notes. Top 5 wrestlers everyone should know about.
Ooh, nice. This is always a tough one for me. I sometimes struggle, but top 5 off the top of my head, Pale Horse Josie Quinn, amazing guy, inside the ring and out. Very talented. I've been a huge proponent for him for the last 2 years. Glad to see him making so many strides. He just won the Great Southern 8. And major accomplishment. He's just doing big things, making debuts different places. Just a great guy.
Cool. Awesome.
Great family, too.
Yeah.
He formerly used to be known as Andrew Duckworth. I think I mentioned him on the last time on your show. I'm always like talking about him like I can't stop. He's just that damn good. You know, he's one of those people that you really root for and you want to see succeed in this business.
Cool.
Another person we're looking at is O'Shea Edwards. You know, as much as I would love the opportunity to manage him, and I had the opportunity at New South when they came to Atlanta a few months ago.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a manager. He can speak, he can go in that ring, and he's just, you know, he's a great guy. Another one that people need to really keep their eye on more and discover because he's going to be signed really soon. And my thing to fans is like, don't start posting those pictures up and stuff that you took of him and sitting in the depths of your phone when he's finally signed. Be there ground floor, be there, support him right now. Those 2 shows at Southern Underground Pro in Nashville. Wherever else he's going to be wrestling, just support him at Bandit Wrestling. He'll be there for our show December 26th in Knoxville. Just be there because he is amazing. Buy his shirts. He has shirts on onemaneuver.net. On I think he has some on Pro Wrestling Tees as well. Just search him, buy his shirt.
Yeah.
Third guy, Brad Cash.
Oh man, I know that guy. Brad Cash is one of my good friends. Great guy, great wrestler. Anytime you see him in the ring wrestle, he gives his 100% to the fans, and he's definitely hardcore and deathmatch wrestling related. I'm sure you know about that. It's right up my alley because he's come to the East Coast a couple of times. I've been to the West Coast, East IWA Mid South a couple of times for deathmatch tournaments. He's one hell of a performer. He is.
Oh, absolutely.
He's one of the guys.
You mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You mentioned the word wrestling, and that's the other thing too. Like, yeah, he can go in a death match, absolutely, without any doubt.
Yes.
However, he's underrated as a wrestler. He's a great wrestler.
Yeah, he's one people need to be out there to be spotting the wrestler organizations all across the globe, the world. Just need to check him out and go on Facebook. Check him out, everyone. Brad Cash. He is a deathmatch wrestler.
Check him out.
Deathmatch wrestler, pro wrestler. He can do it all. He's done it, and it's amazing. He's a great guy. I love him. Shout out to Brad Cash if you're listening right now.
Just made his head even bigger now.
Yes.
I love him. He's an awesome guy.
He's really cool. He's down to earth and always ready for talking to the fans. When you get up close, he'll talk to you. It's great. It's what you want.
Exactly. And, he's a student of the game. He gets it. He knows his character. He knows how to fine-tune his character. And that's rare in the business because I've had guys on shows, they didn't know how to change their character. They didn't know how to kind of know who they were. And sometimes you can tell them, but they just don't get it. It doesn't click. Him, everything just clicks. And it makes it so much smoother when you work with a person like that. Another guy I have, a fourth guy would be, it's a hard part. I would have to say, actually, this tag team out of Tennessee. They've been around for a minute, but I think people need to discover them more. They're called The Movement. Alan Williams and Chip Hazard.
Yeah.
Great guys. You're going to see them at our benefit show for Cyrus at Georgia Premier Wrestling on November 11th.
Yeah.
It's a benefit show for Cyrus. They're going to be there. Awesome guys. Kind of that old school vibe with a modern twist. You'll think something like, a rough and tough tag team, but they're technical as well. It kind of like a throwback to like Midnight Express and just, I love that. I love good tag team wrestling. And they epitomize that. They're guys that everyone needs to know. I know that tag team kind of counts as 5, but I want to cheat, add one more person that I got worked with this past weekend, and that is Nick Kramer. Really great guy. I clicked with him instantly. Like, I've never had the opportunity to manage someone like that where everything just works. Like, we're in sync.
I'd like to. You might have to set me up with that guy. I'd like to have interviewed him. How's that?
Oh, definitely. I'd do it.
Yeah.
He's up for it. He's part of Team Nick, him and myself, because I am the only part of Sponsor Man in Wrestling. And him and I together, we're all about what we bring to events. We bring class. We're all about cash. And more importantly, we're all about championships.
About that $1 million dream, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Living the dream. Like the $1 Million Man. Yeah. Oh, man. I wish I never got a chance to ever just see Ted DiBiase wrestle, like, live. Oh, no, WrestleMania 5 I did. But, like, never met him. I need to see him sometime. It'd be kind of cool.
He's underrated. He's such a good wrestler.
Yeah. But I think I think he's more into his gospel and his church stuff that he does. That's I think he has a church wrestling, I believe. Still, if I'm correct, I know he runs a Christian or a Catholic. I remember that.
Okay.
I was reading that a while back.
Oh yeah, I know he did some preaching and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Can you imagine get clothesline? Okay, clothesline, and then we're gonna pray. Lord. What? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I would give you the tombstone by the Lord. Okay. I don't know. I'm just, it could be something.
Yeah.
It could be something, right?
Right, absolutely. You gotta make it work,
Yeah. Yeah, right. Go down to
I gotta.
to a gospel show. Oh man, can you imagine that? They had a wrestling god. Oh god. They'd be everywhere, right? Hallelujah.
Right.
Get down on your knees and give him a pile driver. Tombstone. No, I don't know.
Not pile driver. Wow.
Yeah. How they always getting that high pitched voice, right? And pray.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome though. I love it.
That'll kill my voice. Like sometimes when I'm ringing out,
Yeah.
because naturally, like I said, I'm just trying to myself. I'm ringing out, and I take everything from my voice.
Yeah.
And the next day, it feels like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a trick though. The last time I ring announced for Total Aggression Pro, where I'll be at again on December 21st at the world famous Landmark Arena in Cornelia, Georgia. Plug, but
yeah.
And another plug, they have a show November 16th. Follow them on Facebook and Twitter. But I did this thing where I drank some tea coated with honey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a tea person, so that was major for me.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I feel like an adult, a sophisticated adult.
Yeah.
But I did that. It helped me while I was ringing out, and I had a cup as soon as I got home. And it kind of held together a little better this time. So I didn't have like the weird voice thing that sounded like I've been smoking cigarettes 3 packs a day for years.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded all right.
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous when I got on that mic, but I did it. I shouted, I got him hyped, and I got an applause. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you probably saw that video.
You kind of turn on a switch, and that's what people don't get. Like, it really is a switch. So you got to turn off your normal and just be kind of larger in life. Absolutely.
Even though we all have, problems in life, we can get by and try our best, And we do. We conquer it. That was my challenge, I was proud to do that. Get up in front of a whole bunch of people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like we all struggle with, and sometimes being in front of crowds is one of them.
Yeah.
I know for me, unless I'm doing my shoot job, which is counseling, I can do that in front of people because, I got to help.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like it's not a thing for me. I can do it, or if I'm doing a little, more counseling. But if I'm doing anything wrestling related and try to go out there or even if I'm doing public speaking, I get so nervous.
Yeah.
And it's like I get this fear comes over me, but I just kind of keep thinking, okay.
You got the sweat brow. The brow is sweating, Your hands are clammy.
Oh, yeah.
The hands are clammy. I know how it is. It's like you got to...
Yeah, it's like, it's rough.
It is.
I was like, Eminem right there, okay. Hey.
But you know what? Think about it. Like, who all these old, the old-time referees, the old-time announcers, remember? Like Hugh Hefner and Finkel, or not Hefner, was it? Yeah, Hefner. The British dude. Oh, God, what was his name? Lord Alfred Hayes, remember?
Yeah.
Like, just all these guys, Mean Gene Okerlund, come on. Like, you just think of, like, all these announcers back in the day and, how they had to practice and practice and practice. And now you look at all these top indie guys, the top indie promotion announcers. Larry Legend, shout out to Larry Legend, one of the best in the business, I think,
Oh, yeah.
Because he's legendary from CZW and all around the world to MMA fighting, too. Pretty cool,
Oh, yeah. Awesome guy. I think, too, sometimes as well, when we're getting into this business, it's kind of like you want to compare yourself or be like this person or that person, but
you know what?
Never truly you try to be like everybody.
You can't be anybody. Got to be yourself. That's what we always.
Absolutely.
We are ourselves, and if we didn't have like a podcast or a show or getting involved with wrestling, where would we be, right?
Right.
But look where we are. We're making our names known, and we're proud to be helping support indie wrestling.
Right, and that's what it's all about. Like, I had people, I had to turn down something because, honestly, I'm still new at this. This is my first year in front of people. I don't want to be at a promotion where someone tells me, okay, we're going to make you our Bobby Heenan. You're going to do this. You're going to be doing commentary.
Right.
I just wasn't ready for that, so I had to turn it down, politely turn it down. And said, when I'm ready, if your offer's on the table, I will reach out to you. And the guy was really blown away by the honesty. Sometimes honesty doesn't always hurt you. It does you some favors.
Yeah.
And even if it does hurt, you got to be honest anyway. You should.
Yeah.
Makes things so much easier. But I told him that, and he understood. He was nice and saying, "When you are ready, please call me and let me know."
Yeah.
And I won't mention that promotion, but it was I was blown away, but I just wasn't ready. I can't do a role like that I'm not groomed for. I'm not prepared. I don't want to get up there and crap the bed, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that guy sucks. And that spreads more than any positivity. Cause that's the bad thing. That's the thing I hate. Positivity is slow to reach people, but negativity reaches them instantaneously. And I think as a culture, I think as human beings, we look more for the negative.
You're right.
And and that's why it spreads so quick. We look for negative.
Yeah, it just got
kind of like
it's like you can't juggle. It's like you can't go to a circus and juggle 10 balls, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just you can't.
I gotta work my way up to that.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough, man. It's tough. When just remember me and you was just starting our businesses here. Over like how long ago was that? Like you were just getting into it, and I was too. I was like, damn! Look where we are now. We're making our names. We're proud,
I am making towns, one town at a time.
Gotta knock on my door sometime.
Definitely. Hey, I was in New Jersey back in July.
Yeah. Oh, you were? You should have.
Yeah, Wrestler's Lab.
Oh, how was? I heard. I heard it wasn't that great of a crowd, but it was okay.
They made up for it. They're loud enough, and the event, it was it was really solid. I will say, and this isn't a diss on them at all, and I talked to the people about it. There are a lot of multi-man matches, and this is the first show. They're excited.
They were doing, they tried it.
Which happens, and but they still ran it smoothly. It was professional.
Yeah.
They got, this is all a learning process. Anytime you put on a show, and you can immediately pick up and say, okay, let's do this next time. Let's get rid of this or change things. Then you're on the right track, and that's where they're at. They're on the right track. And I think the next show is going to be in January, I believe.
No, yeah, going to make your trek again.
Oh yeah, I just might make an appearance up there. And now that I'm managing, you never know who I'm scouting or who I might, have on Team Nick.
Well, maybe I'll have to stop by and see you there. How's that? Or we'll have to figure something.
Hey, that'll work.
Or you come see, or you could see a GCW show live. Come on, that's the trending place right now. You know that worldwide. Trending worldwide, man.
I want to see a Game Changer wrestling show. I really want to go there.
Yeah. WrestleMania it's just nuts this year. I'm not gonna make my trek out there this year. I'm saving my money. Just saving my money for something special, Vacation, I think.
Oh, look at you balling.
Balling,
I got
yes.
No money.
I got pretty soon I'll be making more money. We'll talk about that later, folks. That other company.
Always a good thing to make a little more.
I know. But yeah, no, man, they're doing a lot of good shows. I just, they're getting their, big WrestleMania weekend. Did you see that? Like all the lineup, like all the wrestling companies coming together, like 9 promotions.
Oh wow.
I
heard a few things. I'm like,
Yeah. It was like Nova Pro, Canadian IWS, It was like
Oh yeah, a lot of great promotions.
AIW is making their trek. Black Label Pro is making their trek. Actually, shout out to my friend Bill from Black Craft Wrestling too, because that's a big company and I made a new impact over the summer.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just might, since you mentioned those companies, because you don't really get to network with anyone. Sometimes you can do it through Facebook or word of mouth, but it's better just make an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing beats that. I'm old school in that regard. Showing up, making an appearance, shaking hands,
Mm-hmm.
introducing yourself, that matters more than anything.
Yeah.
And like I said, I used to be a promoter and a booker too, so that direct contact means more. And I think I just might make this trip up there if my walls allows.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I
might see who else is going, something.
Right. Go and see. It's like, holy cow. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to do the WrestleMania. I'm like, there's so much going to happen that year. I've never done the Access and all that other stuff that they've done, I'm like, I wanted to go to all these shows, but there's just some... Jersey City's not the greatest cities in the world, I'll say that because it's true. It's like, slum, dirty,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I was in New Jersey this past summer,
yeah,
I got the plane at LaGuardia.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is nice, New York, okay. And I got Jersey. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Because where was that? Where was that Black Label Pro? I know, forget. Where that company was up. The lab was, where was that? In Clifton or something? Or Ridgefield, right?
Newark, I think.
Oh, Newark, yeah. See, you can tell with the slum.
Oh, Ridgefield Park.
Yeah, yes.
Ridgefield Park.
Yeah. But it's a little bit dirty. It's a little nice, but whatever, You could, you're not used to it, You're just like, wow, this is a different town. Okay, You're gonna see.
I like how everyone made fun of my accent up there. I'm like, cause down here in Georgia, I'm the most non-Southern speaking person there is, but I guess when I go up there, it sticks out.
Yeah, you never know where it sticks out. I was born in North Dakota. You don't even tell I live, and I'm from New Jersey. It's like, wow, Jersey Shore. Actually, really, I'm the Jersey Shore because I live right 15 minutes from Seaside Heights, where that show was made, of course. And
you're a situation, okay.
No, I'm not. Degeneration X has that. Degenerate. No, break it down. No. But no. I know a lot of friends, and they've seen them at the gym all the time. Like, really? Come on, who cares? I don't care. If they did a parody with wrestling, it would have been a lot more funnier, Because Robbie E would have fit in, and a couple other people too,
There's a show with Robbie E.
He's actually
back at the end of September.
Yeah, he's from my area, so of course, see him at the local pizzeria, buying pizza for the fam.
Oh, you mentioned pizza.
Yeah.
Now, I love New York pizza. I had it for the first time in my life in July.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Excuse me.
Pizza.
Awesome.
Yes. There's, you know what? When I went, my first time, my sister lived in the city, and right down the block was this pizzeria. And, I didn't know what to get, like what slice of pizza to get, but I saw, taco pizza. And it was piled high with, all the lettuce, tomatoes, meat, sausage, peppers, and just all the salsa. It was awesome. Like, really high. You needed, like, a knife just to cut into it,
Oh, yeah. I was like, man, this pizza's, like, endless. This one slice is, like, not going to end.
Mm-hmm. And then there's this, if you really want to, like a check out sometime, if you go to New York City ever, it's called Jackson Hole Hamburgers, like hamburger place, restaurant.
Yeah.
My God, it's like it's a pound of beef. Like, it's like the size of your, like, two hands together, like you're holding it, and, you're like, holy shit, this is a hamburger. It could feel like
that might be the day that Nick dies. No.
Yes. Yeah. Do you want it medium rare or rare?
Lord.
Nah, but it's there's some crazy places still, and I've never I always love like going finding different places for good food, and they're still out there. It's like those crazy donuts, they're addicting.
Oh yeah, y'all don't have up there. It says my Southern. I say y'all. You all. There we go.
You all. Yeah.
Don't have like Krispy Kreme up there.
No, man, they got rid of that shit. They got rid of that crap. I'm like, what the hell? My town, they had one and it closed down. I was like, this.
Oh, you had one?
We had one, and then it closed down for like a month and a half, and now it's a bed store. It's an electronic bed store.
You go from donuts to beds. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
I know, right? I know. But yeah, Krispy Kremes. I remember that place when they first opened. It was actually delicious. Delicious.
Oh yeah.
Hot out of the oven.
Actually fried.
I know.
And it just makes it so much better.
Because they give you a free one too, and it's like, oh, okay. Take the free one. Gotta go try it. Okay. But every time I go to Rhode Island, when I go to visit my dad's side of the family, we go to this place. It's actually Tim Hortons. Gotta love Tim Hortons. It's pretty good. Maple donut. Oh, just delicious.
Wow.
Yeah. Better than your typical
donut.
Better than your typical Dunkin' donut, but but you can't beat that. Taste the different donuts. Oh man, now I want a donut. I'm gonna have to run to Dunkin' Donuts. After I have my Starbucks here. Hold on. Competitors.
Starbucks are everywhere.
I know they are, man. It's
even when I went to Holland, it's like there's a Starbucks.
When I was in Colorado, it was like here's Starbucks. I'm ready. On top of a mountain almost. I'm like, oh,
wow.
In Vail, Colorado, like this is insane. You know what? I was in Vail, Colorado, and I wish I went to it. Oktoberfest was happening, but I couldn't.
Oh, wow.
But I couldn't because I could have, but my uncle passed away, so it was like, no, we couldn't do this.
Oh.
And also, there was actually a wrestling show going on in Denver on Sunday before I flew home. At Primo Wrestling. The Slave of the Death matches was happening, and my friend John Wayne Murdoch was there, and I was like, damn,
wow.
a couple of my friends were there, and I was like, damn, it would have been awesome but no, you can't, you gotta do family stuff before wrestling, but I was able to get the live feed. I was like, yes, thank you, somebody hooked me up,
Oh, that's awesome, man.
I at least had my iPad, and I was watching on the flight home. I was like, yeah, this is great, watch this while I'm traveling. Yeah.
That's the hookup right there. That's good.
If you have the hookups, exactly.
I want to say, this. For this, it comes to wrestling, people have different aspirations. All of the aspirations are to go to the WWE one day.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up,
NXT is where it's at. We know that. A lot of the guys keep your eyes out. Some wrestlers. There's some names popping out everywhere. A lot of good.
Definitely.
That's what I say. People just have to watch these people. Look who just got signed. Like from WSU. I want to say Maya Kim. Come on, that's a big shout out to her.
Yeah.
She'll make big waves there in the WWE, and I think she was just in that classic too. Which is awesome, the Mae Young Classic.
Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle, man. You know what? The man. I met him. So cool. It was great to see him, bro.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Bro.
And that's him all day. That character.
That's his character. But you know what?
And he's just a nice guy.
It's gonna be interesting what he can do. We'll have to see.
Absolutely.
Because there's... Yeah.
He's one of those guys that proves his life after UFC or whatever else you do.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can. And he's proved it. He's faced the top guys in the indie wrestling world, too. So we know that, you know? It's amazing.
Oh, another guy on that list is the backtrack.
Mm-hmm.
My top 5 wrestlers has turned into 6 wrestlers and now 7. Jake Parnell.
Jake Parnell, man. I just saw him back at the CZW last show. Oh, my God. It was great to see him versus he faced one great...
Gary J?
Yes, Gary J. Another guy that never... But people need to really... Those guys, people like that need to be seen.
Gary J and Jake Parnell will be signed. It has to happen next year sometime. They really put in a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And then, outside the ring, they're just great. They're great people.
They are.
I'd like to see more of that. When you see great people getting those kind of opportunities and signed, that's what's needed in this industry. And that's what should happen.
Mm-hmm.
They're never douchey or anything. They're just nice guys.
Right.
Who work hard.
Yeah, you're right.
And I love that they're easy to work with as well. I had Gary booked on a show once for Southern Fried.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, something came up with the shoot job. He couldn't make it, but he was super professional, let me know 3 days in advance. And, you don't normally get guys that either tell you some of the last minute or leave you hanging. And he still promoted the event, and, apologized not being able to be there. And, I didn't even ask him to do that. He did it, and that was nice of him. So, at some point in the future, I would love to work with him on the show again. Do something with him, always nice.
I remember the first time I saw him wrestle was at actually a Game Changer Freelance Underground show when they went to Chicago. Remember that? When I think I took a trip and I went to the Freelance Underground. They were at the bar there at the brewery, which they closed. It actually closed down, and then I don't know whatever happened with that. It closed down. They didn't make money or something. But it was a really nice brewery, and I got to see him wrestle there. Actually, and I also think I got who else was it? There's a lot of good talent there. Actually, no, one of the other guys. He was just on TV actually for WWE. He was on a spot. A couple of the guys were on there. Pat Monix. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Monix. There you go.
Because I hadn't had the opportunity to work with him or meet him, but I've seen his work.
Yeah, he's great. He mixed it up with who did he wrestle? He was just in a free for all, like a lucha style match. It was great. Oh, it was when Extremo and Synclope from DDTU came, and they really had a cool mixed up lucha match. And I think Gringo Loco was there too. He's a great wrestler too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that guy's pretty good. And Eli, of course. I think Eli was there. Was Eli Firefly? I don't know. There's so many other guys, but it was great. And a couple of our wrestlers were there, like John Wayne Murdoch, and actually, yeah, John was in that too. And Reed Bentley and G Raver was in that. There's another guy that people really don't is under the radar. He's a deathmatch wrestler, but really he can wrestle too. Shout out to G Raver, one of the nice guy too in the business. I love him.
Oh, I want to mention one more guy too. Like in addition to the other 6, 7, 8 guys I mentioned, including Gary J. That's awesome talent. A guy who's up and coming, working hard, and is put in the drives, traveling, is Zachary William Cooper.
Okay.
Really super nice guy. I want everyone to look him up. Look him up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just someone to keep your eye on. He's going to do some major things in the coming year. He's working hard constantly.
Wow.
And
when
I see that, I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed with this match right here. I just got a Twitter announcement for my next Game Changer show in Asbury Park. Match is first time ever. Rich Swann versus Jimmy Lloyd. Jimmy Lloyd is the youngest deathmatch wrestling tournament winner and wrestler too. Like he could wrestle. Yeah, that's awesome.
Jeez.
That's a good first time.
Rich Swann? Wow.
Rich Swann. It's like
Love that.
it's like Nick Gage versus also is on the card. It was Nick Gage versus Jack Evans from the heavens above. You know,
Nice.
I know, man. I know. It's like, oh, Puma's on the card too. I can't wait to see him in action. King Puma.
Oh, nice.
I know, some cool. This is the November.
Shoot, I need to go there one day.
I know you do. I know you do.
My goodness.
It's getting better and
Missing
better.
out.
What? It's
I'm missing out.
it's fun. I mean, they have the death show, and sometimes they get away with a little bit more. They do wrestling. I mean, it's really awesome. You know, it's a really good show. Good company. They've gone places, and they're look where they are. L.A. I mean, Joey. You know,
Right.
Spring break is no. That's in WrestleMania weekend. Excuse me, that's in Jersey. I might want to try to get out for that. I really do. I'm trying my best to get to that one.
Do it.
Because Onita is there. Onita is making his comeback. Onita from Japan. Onita.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Once again, he actually last time he was in the States, he faced Matt Tremont, and then he faced Matt Tremont in Japan. It was great. It was great. But the bats were not exploding. But whatever. Technical fails, but everything turns around sometimes. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not.
It's
what?
I will say that it's been a while since I went to a show and just kind of
Mm-hmm.
observed and just been a fan.
Yeah.
Last time I did it was at Scenic City Invitational,
Mhm.
2018. Fun time.
Mhm.
Great event. That's the last time I was actually a fan. But I,
Mhm.
you know, I'm kind of, and I don't mean to sound arrogant when I say it.
Mhm.
I kind of, if I'm not booked, I don't want to go.
Yeah. You just gotta go. You just gotta go and just enjoy like a show.
Yeah.
It's like that's what I do.
know.
That's what I do. You know.
That's what I'm trying to do a little more of. Plus, you know, I still can't turn off my brain, so yeah, I'll be scouting and all that. But yeah,
Mhm.
I need to just go on out and enjoy the show.
Go to shows, generic shows. You know, that's what it's all about. Like in New Jersey, that's what we have. H2L Wrestling. H2L Wrestling is a great place to go check out if you ever want to check out some wrestling. It's fun too. It's it's in Williamstown. It's run by Matt Tremont, and actually a lot of different promotions come out of there. They just had I would have gone to the show, but I had to go to my other show to do my podcast. I was going to help the other guys out, but Brawl Wrestling. It was an Iron Mike Sharp Invitational. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But wow, baby!
Make sure.
Holy cow! What time is it? I'm still daylight savings time, whatever time it is now. I'm like, what time is it? I forgot we turned our clocks back. You know.
Oh yeah, that still feels weird for me. It's gonna be something going to work in the morning.
I don't gotta wake up in the
A
morning.
little later today.
I just gotta vote and that's it. I'm off. Government job, buddy. Government.
I did my early vote.
I'll do my early vote and go back to bed. You know, and collect my paycheck at the end of the week. But no, man, it's.
Yeah, I hear you there.
So what else sponsorship?
And,
What's this sponsorship you were telling me about? Parda, or whatever the hell you call it. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Prada.
Yeah, Prada.
Oh, Prada.
Yeah.
It's better than Gucci for one. Because everyone's saying, you know, like the kids are saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm Gucci. No. Gucci has a price on it, yes, but compared to Prada, it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I am the only Prada sponsored man in wrestling. You become Prada sponsor when you're about that class. When you represent that, just that awesomeness, that flair,
Mm-hmm.
that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
That is what makes me the only Prada sponsored man in professional wrestling.
That is awesome. That is
And
awesome.
I smell good too, so yeah, there you go. It's all Prada.
Right. But yeah.
I mean, no one can sniff me through this podcast, but you know.
No, we don't want to.
You know, hey, it's Prada. You want to smell it?
Yeah, all right. Send some my way. Who sends them my way? No. But I do want to. But I do want to say I do want to say Deathmatch Russell is going to hook you up with some Deathmatch Russell products. How's that?
Oh, that works. I love that.
I would like to get myself one of those sleazy, I like one of those T-shirts you got there. Pretty cool. I like those in your shop. I was looking at those.
Oh, you mean the ones that are on Teespring?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Those little shirts?
No, I don't know. You got a lot of stuff there. You got towels. You got this. You got you got phone cases.
Everything.
You got phone cases. I don't have phone cases. But I got lapel pins. How's that? Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you got lapel pins. Oh, you got any beat there.
Ah.
But on
Yeah.
teespring.com/stores/StreamNick,
Mm-hmm.
you can purchase one of my shirts has an image on it, Fan Zoned, which it's kind of like what I say to all the fans that are managing somebody. You can stay in a lane, stay behind that guardrail.
Mm-hmm.
You're fan zoned.
Yeah.
Stay over there.
Yeah.
And then I have my other shirts. I have my Sleazy Bomb 98 special.
Yeah.
Which is when I was doing my Sable mix thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just some fun shirts like that.
Yeah.
Multiple colors. Hoodies. Also have artwork you can put up. I have banners, towels, everything, pillows.
Yeah.
And the holidays are coming up, so hey, why not?
For the stockings, kids. There you go. Stick them in the stockings.
Good stuff for Sleazy Nick in your stocking.
Or a lady in your stocking. Hey.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
But it's just just having fun with the gimmick and everything. And, you
gotta.
In all honesty, all those proceeds they go to helping sponsoring wrestlers or events. Ones that are my choosing, of course.
Yeah.
It can't be just any show. It can't be just any wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see you working hard, you're a wrestler, you put in the work, I may want to help you get a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That may include the printing and the design.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't go above maybe 120.
Yeah.
I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that, then
Yeah. 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 You're not ProWrestlingTees.com.
Right.
But
speaking, I'm studentloans.com.
But
can't afford it.
But speaking of T-shirt companies, I'm sure I told you, and I'm sure you're privileged to hear that Deathmatch Russell podcast will be now a sponsor of Collar and Elbow and promoting.
Nice.
That's going to be a big step for me to work with them and promote the Collar and Elbow brand. It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
Coming soon.
I'm jealous. I like those shirts.
What?
I'm jealous because I love those shirts.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
You have a couple? I don't even have any. I'm waiting for my free one first, and then I gotta make some sales. I'll be able to reference people, certain people, to jump aboard too. So, guess what?
Certain people? Oh wow.
Yes. I might just have to send you some. We'll talk business after the podcast. This is not, but
there we go.
Yes. But, yeah, anyway, Collar and Elbow fans, so, yeah, that's a big stepping stone for the Deathmatch Russell podcast. And a lot of other friends, too, and this and that. You know who runs that, right?
Good old Al Snow.
Good old Al Snow, yeah. What does everybody want?
Man.
I have a picture of Al Snow, so I gotta dig that out sometime and look for it. I have a picture of him I'm holding head, I think.
Lord.
Yeah.
And it's the Deathmatch Russell podcast after dark now.
Yeah, after dark show. Yeah, uncensored. But any exclusive. Yeah. Yeah, stay tuned for the Howard Stern version. But
exclusive isn't that dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will be January 5th.
Yeah.
I'll be making my Florida debut, Tampa, Florida it is,
Mm.
for SIW USA Wrestling. It's going to be their Wrestling at the Ranch 2 event.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have Cash Flow, who's a great guy out of the Midwest, works at PWF, Kapow Wrestling in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is a great company as well. Check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, who's been on Impact Wrestling, been all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's the champion. He's going to be defending a belt against Andrew Everett. That's going to be an amazing match.
Andrew Everett. He's actually, Andrew Everett's just on the next CZW card, but I'm not going to be there. I
You got to come down to Tampa January 5th.
Yeah, I'm going to fly out. All right, hold on. Get my limo. I'm going to call Ric Flair up. Hold on. Hey, Rick. Yeah, what do you want? I'm going to steal your limo. All right? I'm going to fly your jet plane. No.
I heard Rick, he's going to do it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Rick's coming. Rick's coming in for one night only. Yeah. I'm gonna put on a suit jacket. I'm gonna put on a suit jacket. I'm gonna get the rap band out there. His band that he's the hip hop. That's cool. He's the Rick Woo. No. Oh, what the hell is his name? You know what I'm talking about? Who's that guy? What's that rapper? Oh, what the hell's his name? Shit, some weird name, right?
Migos?
Yeah. Yeah, he was on Saturday, not Saturday Night Live. He did one on. I was watching. He came on Jimmy Fallon's show, late night one night. Ric Flair with that rapper guy. It was great. They had to ring up. It was funny. I'm like, oh great.
Oh man,
it's better than just seeing John Cena, right?
I'll be there on in January 5th, Saturday. It's going to be a great event. I want everyone to come see that. And the thing is, though, you don't know who I'm coming to, who I'm going to be managing, what I'm going to be doing there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm always looking to expand. And I'm more than just Georgia. I'm more than just Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I want to expand Team Nick.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to do that is to scout talent. So I'll be there on January 5th. SIW.
Well, Nick.
Scrolla Italiana Wrestling.
How would you like to scout out Brawl Wrestling? I have connections there too. I've got.
I need to go there.
Huh?
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I've heard good things.
We're going to be working with them pretty soon on some cards. And I think me and you, I think we'd have perfect guys to pick for this company because there's some. I like doing stuff too on the side. Besides podcasting, I can do booking. I mean, I don't book official shows, but I scout.
Hey,
I scout.
if you can get old Sing Nick on one of those Brawl USA shows, that'd be pretty awesome. Although, like I said, I love expanding talent, and I'll get somebody in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I give you the exclusive after when it's revealed that I'm managing that individual.
Mm-hmm.
Right there on a Deathmatch Wrestle podcast.
Ooh, you heard it right
Live.
there, live. Well, scenic Nick. Scenes. I always say scenic, but whatever. Sensei Nick, Sensei, but it doesn't matter. Nick, always a pleasure having you on the podcast. Come back anytime, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate
And
this.
where can everybody find? Wait. Final quote of the night. Go ahead or something. Say something.
Ooh, final of the night. Okay.
I like.
Okay. The pressure's on. First, I'm gonna tell everyone. See me Sunday, November 11th. Georgia Premier Wrestling. I'll be managing GB1C. Great tag team. Tyler Rivera, Josh Wolverton, out of the Good Brothers Dojo, which is run by Luke Gallows, Tyson Dean, Iceberg. Great tag team. We are going to do this for Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to dominate. After that, catch me at One Fall Wrestling. I'm the general manager there.
Mm-hmm.
We're part 2 of our road to greatness to crown the inaugural One Fall Wrestling heavyweight champion. Also going to have Nasty Leroy versus QT Marshall, God's gift himself. Nancy Leawer is not one to be underestimated. Trains, works hard, nothing but heart. I think QT has pissed off the wrong guy. And he's going to get his Friday, November 16th. After that, November 24th, see me at Knoxville, Tennessee for Kapow. Kapow Wrestling in Knoxville. Follow them on Twitter and Facebook. After that, December 2nd, I will be back in Minville, Tennessee for Revive Pro Wrestling. December 14th, exclusive for you, I will be at PWF Pro Wrestling Freedom in Indiana, their Inbox Mania show. I'll be managing someone, but I'm not going to reveal who yet. You have to stay tuned for that one. Be there live. Inbox Mania, December 14th, PWF. After that, I'll be at Total Aggression Pro doing my ring announcing duties on December 21st at the world-famous Landmark Arena. December 22nd, I will be back at Kapow Wrestling, ring announcing and conducting backstage interviews.
My God, you got a full set schedule, man. You like...
Trying to get more.
Gotta. Man, I give you props.
December 26th will be at Bandit Wrestling in Knoxville, Tennessee. We have a major show. It's going to be OVE versus Bandit. So, yeah, it's going to be major. O'Shea Edwards is going to be on that show against Toby Farley. That's just been announced.
Yeah.
Pick up tickets on brownpapertickets.com. It's going to be a great, great show.
Wow. You have a lot. You have a lot going on. I have a couple of shows coming up, too. You know? It's like...
Oh, where are you going to be at?
Where am I going to be at? November 17th. November 17th, H2O presents the weekend... Well, it's a women's card, actually. Little women's card in a hardcore match is going to be... We're gonna have oh my God, Amazing Maria is coming.
Oh.
Versus one Randy West.
I love Randy. I finally got to meet her and Joseph.
Yes, Mr. Schwartz.
Love
yes,
them both.
Yes.
Awesome guys.
There's another friend of mine I like. He's a great guy. I've met so many people over the years. It's great, you know. You grow good relationships with wrestling as a fan, you know. And but yeah, she'll be there. He won't be there, but I wish he was. It would be fun to see him. But it's we're gonna have a lot of local talent, a lot of indie talent, local female wrestlers. Because it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great night. And they're going to have primetime Amy Lee versus Stockade. It's going to be great. A male match. There's one male match. Well, intergender. You know? But yeah, but I got that show. I have Game Changer Wrestling on the 24th of November in Asbury Park, New Jersey. The place where wrestling was made. Back in the heyday, I'm sure you know, like ECW and so much, and also, again, I'll be there November 29th for GCW. And then it's,
getting around to this?
I'm getting around, and a couple H2O shows again. I forget what dates. But I got some stuff, and I want to get to Cage of Death, but I don't know. It's hard. It's in Philly this year on a Sunday. I think I'm off for Christmas though. I don't know. I'm doing some stuff. I don't know. I might just take a little hiatus for a while. Who knows? Take a little break.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, December 22nd. My birthday is 2 days away from that. So if anyone's in the Knoxville, Tennessee area, come to Kapow. Come celebrate a birthday a little early. I've never had a birthday party, so this would be a great event. That kind of just
get in the ring and celebrate your birthday. I've had that happen to me. Yeah. I've had that. You get in the ring, you that's your name. Yeah, jump up and down like a kid. You know.
You got to. Sometimes life is short. You have those moments, and I have one more closing thought before I go.
Go ahead.
we live in a world where people are victimized. They're told they're forced to be silent. They live in fear. They have depression. They feel like they don't have a voice. I just want everyone to know that no matter what you're going through, remain as strong as you can. There's someone out there that can help you. Things do get better. I also promote mental health awareness. In the stigma. Reach out, talk to somebody. Don't do the alternative. Don't end your life. Don't go on without any help whatsoever. Help is out there. You do have support. And I'm one of the people that will do whatever I can to help you out. Despite some of the things that have happened last week, and with me facing racism, things like that, and me speaking out about it, and some people not, liking that, and not liking to see a different side of me. I will never, ever back down when it comes to any injustice, any racism. I can't help about wrestling or anything. I have to speak up. Right is right. And if that hurts things for me, so be it. But I have to speak up, speak for what's right. Things can always be handled differently, but I have to let my voice be heard. I will say that I never tried to hurt anyone with anything, and if I have, I do apologize. It's not a reflection on my school or anything. It was an issue between myself and individual I mentioned on the podcast, all of maybe 10, 15 seconds, and unfortunately the parts where I mentioned about everything else are kind of not really looked at or viewed. It's just, like I said, we embrace negativity in our world. So, I had a thought here of someone, but anyway, I apologize to anyone that was hurt or offended. I will not apologize for defending against racism. Never, ever. To everyone, know that no matter where you are in wrestling, you have a voice, you can say something. You do not have to tolerate any form of racism or abuse and be told that it's tradition. It's not tradition. That's wrong. Stand up for what you believe in. Be strong, have faith, and have courage. If you ever need to reach out to me, I'm here for you. I support you 100%. Know that you have someone that has your back and will listen to you if you have a problem. Anyone out there, once this is posted, reach out to me if you need me.
Hey, I'm just reading a quote here, and this is a good motivational quote. I'm just looking on Twitter at quotes. Be a voice. Be a voice, not an echo. And that's the truth.
Oh, I love that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So a voice can be heard, and the echo cannot.
And also embrace, no matter what someone says to you, be like this guy, be like this guy. Embrace your individuality. You can always look at the past or the present, but embrace who you are. Take a few things and innovate. Always innovate. If everything's been done under the sun, innovate. Own it, make something your own.
I think I told you.
And that gives you power and control. Just do that. Go for it.
This is what I look at my sign every day in my room, above my podcast booth. Live, laugh, and love. That's it.
Absolutely.
Life
is so short. We have to support each other, and we have to just make sure we live the best life possible.
But we also support professional wrestling, and that's the thing that we all love. And that's the
right. Support professional wrestling,
yes.
And just do not strive for perfection. You'll never achieve it.
Yeah.
Try to be better than yesterday.
Climb the ladder of
thing I can tell anyone.
Keep climbing the ladder of success, as we all try, and we do, and we get to the top of that ladder in the bank. There, the money in the bank. The ladder match.
Till we get a briefcase.
Till we get a briefcase filled with nice fresh green rolls.
But, also I want to mention one more thing too. Sorry, one more plug. My
Plug
friends at New South, they have a show, Alabama. It's going to be November 17th. Awesome show. It's going to have Austin Theory, some other great names on that one. And I just encourage everyone to go out there, support independent wrestling wherever you are. There are no excuses. Support them. And then on December 15th, they have a show called Winter Wars. It's going to be in Fort Payne, Alabama. So November 17th, the saga continues in Hartsville, Alabama, New South. And December 15th, Winter Wars, Fort Payne, Alabama. Look up New South, contact them for tickets. See me this Sunday, Georgia Premier Wrestling. Visit show to support Cyrus, who is an awesome human being, had a bicep tear. Let's all support him. Let's come together. And it's going to be an amazing event, y'all. November 16th, Friday, One Fall Wrestling, Norcross, Georgia. Road to Greatness, Part 2.
And then the road to Scenic Nick ends here. At the death.
What a road it's been.
I don't know. East, west, north. I don't know. Everywhere. Follow the compass. I don't know. Follow your GPS. Where it takes you. Navigation. Because you don't know where to go. Siri. Destination. Destination. Wrestle.
It's a pleasure, Russell.
Hey, let's do this again. Let's do this again anytime. I'm love having you on. We should just make this like a weekly thing. You know, I really need to like something to get me motivated again. Like, you know what I mean? Like on the weekend.
Absolutely.
You know, keep me going and people interested in wrestling just to have talks because we have the best talks. I'm gonna set you up with. I think you, and my friend would have a really great conversation. I'm going to get him on the podcast one night with us. How's that? We'll do it live.
Awesome.
We'll go live. We'll Facebook Live. How's that?
Love it. I'll make sure, I'm dressed right because
yes.
I'm not dressed for a podcast right now.
No.
Not a live one.
No. I'm actually sporting my, what am I got right here? GCW, Joey Janela's Lost It in New York. Ooh, t-shirt here, That was a Matt Riddle show, too. He was on his last appearance at Game Changer Wrestling. But, all right. And you can always find your Scenic Nick where? On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, this and that. Oh. Go ahead.
And the Speak Sleazy podcast.
Yes.
Where I talk to wrestlers and I promote also mental health awareness within the wrestling industry.
Mm-hmm. Check them out on Twitter.
We lost too many of our brothers and sisters to suicide. Let's all support each other and keep promoting it and be there for one another.
Mm-hmm. Keep the positive. Not let's keep it positive. Got to always keep the positive. All right,
Absolutely.
You good? We're out of here. It's nighttime. I'm going to enjoy my night off tomorrow. I forget what time it is. I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday. No.
It's some kind of day at the end of the fight.
Yeah. It's the end of the night. How's that? Great talking with you, and we'll plan something soon. How's that?
Absolutely.
Have a good night.
Thank you all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, fans! What a night that was of talking with Nick, Scenic Nick. This guy is a great guy, man. He's just out there promoting Georgia wrestling. He loves talking wrestling, and he's a counselor on the side also, and he's doing big things, and it's a pleasure to talk to him every time I get a chance to get him on a show. He just recently hit me up. I was like, let me get him back on a show. It's great to hear his voice, and he has a lot of good talent that he scouts and talks to wrestlers and fans and gets in the ring and announces. He's just, it's a stepping stone, fans. When you're not we strive for success in the business of wrestling, and you try your best and do what you can. Because you'll make it to the big leagues one of these days. But you know what? We're independent. We support independent professional wrestling. And you should too. Support indie wrestling. Check out Nick, Scenic Nick, at all the shows that he mentioned tonight. And plug away on that, and you can always hear my podcasts coming up. And what do I have coming up? I'm working on a couple things, so just stay tuned to the Deathmatch Russell podcast. I have something coming up Friday night. That's right, Friday night. The return of Damian Saint from EHF Entertainment Group. Entertainment is going to be on the line. Facebook Live with Deathmatch Russell podcast. And with Everett Lee of the Everett Lee Show, ELS Uncut Podcast City host. We're going to be talking to him, Damian, and see what he's been up to and cause some chaos. It's a Friday night, ELS Uncut, so anything can happen. Stay tuned for all your Deathmatch Russell podcasts, and have a good night.
You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: DeathmatchRussell.com. Follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32 and on Facebook, Facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at PodcastCity.net, Facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share. And on Twitter at PodcastCityNet. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.